Good morning, Hit Nation, folks, folkettes, and everything in between and beyond. My name is Roy, the clueless host of the podcast, My Worthless Half a Penny, with another pregame prediction. I know that, and also to talk about the Dwayne Wade's statue. Please follow us on TikTok, My Happiness 8. We are going to have lots of tops, lots of segments, lots of cuts. We welcome suggestions. If you have any suggestions for top fives, for top tens that you want to see, what kinds of top fives, what kind of top tens, as long as they are obtainable, that's okay. We know that we want to do bloopers. If you have those, if you can suggest bloopers, please do. It would be a pleasure to feature you and mention you in the video. But in any case, I just gotta go right straight to it. Let's talk about, first of all, oh yes, and Raf. Raf, welcome back to the world. Everything is well with him, and his internet is back. So we're going to, just in time for the 5-game segment that we have planned for the end of the weekend, and everything is going to be all right. So straight to topic, Dwayne Wade statue. I just want to say that the majority of fans that I saw on Twitter, on Facebook, they are saying that the statue looks horrible, statue looks ugly, sculptor needs to be fired, and so forth. And I want to say that I have a couple of observations about that. Number one, all the people that were complaining were not there, and those that were there, you don't see them complaining as much, and there is a reason for that. Number two, most celebrity statues don't really look like celebrity statues, or they're celebrities themselves. I think the most notorious one is Cristiano Ronaldo's, but really, I'm saying this from the bottom of my heart. This is not even something that I'll be joking about. It's true. It's only like David Beckham. David Beckham looks good no matter what happens. I think if you kind of do a doodle of him on a soap bar, it's going to look good because that's David Beckham. But other than that, other celebrities, when you sculpt in stone, you're going to get a more, I think, a better image. I think it's easier to work on in stone than metal, but truly, if you look at the photo, that photo was a terrible photo. And yes, in that photo, it looks horrible. It doesn't look like Wade at all. But if you actually look at other photos that were taken from different angles, you can see that the details are there. It looks a lot more like Dwayne Wade. It seems like Dwayne Wade liked it. You know, we don't know if behind the scenes is saying, hey, I need another one immediately. And my suggestion would also be to never make a face, right? Make the iconic photo in which he's walking away from a lob to LeBron's dunk, but from the back, right? In which you see the jersey 3, the name Wade, and do kind of a hollow face, whatever it is that you need to do, because that's a very difficult and tricky part. But Dwayne Wade was there. He was involved in the pose. He looked at the statue before it was revealed. I think that if he had any comments, and if he didn't want it revealed, he would have said so. But I don't think that he expected the reactions to be so negative, because again, those that were there saw it and liked it. Those that weren't there didn't see it, or saw that one picture and didn't like it. But if I think you see the other pictures, it should soothe your mind. And again, I know Heat fans need to complain about something. I don't think it's just Heat fans, but I think, you know, a lot of fans are like that. So let's just not say Heat fans, but no, Heat fans, my people, they like to complain a lot about a lot of things, and I understand that. There's a need to do that. Times are tough, things are difficult, and your Miami Heat is not really looking like it's a championship contender. But against the Pistons, the good news is, number one, we are the favorites in all betting odds, right? In all websites, in all newspapers, we are the favorites. And I don't want to talk about that part because, you know, the unders and overs for me, or the minuses and pluses for me, are not important, as that's not something that I normally bet on, and I don't think that really makes a difference in the end of the day. But what does make a difference is to understand that the Miami Heat has, I think I saw that on Sports Illustrated, Miami Heat has won 8 of his last matches as a favorite, and the Pistons have lost 7 of their last 7 matches as not being the favorites. And the Miami Heat also has won, I think, 7 out of 10 of their last games in which they played at home after a win against a team who is not a favorite, being the favorites. And why are they the favorites? You know, there's all this, let's give Miami the benefit of the doubt. The truth is this: last season, we couldn't really say this is a one game until it was played, because we lost against teams that we shouldn't have lost. We had a stretch of 7 game losses that were, most against teams that we shouldn't have lost. It should have been a 4-3 kind of situation, if I'm not mistaken. And the Pistons were not one of those. The Hornets were not one of those. We won against them. We are 4-0 against the Pistons in the last 4 matchups, and we are 5-0 against the Hornets in their last 5 matchups. So you really don't expect to lose against the Pistons. Now, that creates an expectation of winning, and I understand that. There is an expectation for winning against the Pistons. There is an expectation for the sake of the beginning of the season. It's not the end of the world if they win. It's not a solution if they lose. Sorry, it's not the end of the world if they lose. It's not a solution if they win. It doesn't show anything if they win. But this is one of those games that they must win. Like I said, even though last season those did not come easily, they did come against the Hornets. They did come against the Pistons. The only thing is, I don't like celebrations in game days. I'm a superstitious guy. I actually recorded a whole video about it. I'm just giving you guys the gist. I'm a superstitious guy. Always liked soccer. And honestly, every time that there was a celebration for my soccer team, I felt like we lost. Because we lost a lot of times during celebrations. That actually is a reality. We did lose a lot of times during celebrations. But we also didn't a lot of times lose during celebrations. Or celebrations that I wasn't aware of. Or didn't pay attention to. Right? So it's not an exact science. It's superstition. But last game, you could see that there was a lot of smoke. There was a lot of distraction. A lot of, hot shots in the arena. A lot of starstrucking. A lot of Spo looking at Pat Riley while Pat Riley's thinking about his wife's speech. Or the speech about his wife. And a lot of Spo just thinking, hey, I got to talk to my team, brother. Those are all fake ideas, by the way. But that's what I think that happened. That's what I think was a big factor in the game against Orlando. And unfortunately, we have somewhat of a celebration today. I don't know why. We had a statue. The bulk was yesterday, but there was a little bit something today at halftime. So I hope it doesn't take Spo's mind away from the game. Because again, this is a must win. I understand if you guys get disappointed after this one, but not if you guys ask to trade Butler. I'm not going to understand that until, I guess, February or late January. All right, guys, stay safe. Let's hope that the reaction video matches this emotion that I have right now. Let's go Heat.